Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we are plunging headfirst into a topic that feels more relevant than ever. It's all about how the internet has fundamentally reshaped not just how we work, but what work even means anymore. We're talking about this incredible range of income opportunities now available, opportunities allowing people to earn a living from, well, pretty much anywhere with a Wi-Fi connection, whether that's your living room, maybe a co-working space in Bali, or a cafe overlooking the Eiffel Tower. It really is a transformative time, and frankly, who isn't curious about how to harness this digital revolution for their own financial benefit? So our mission today is to explore 10 powerful, practical ways you can start generating income online in 2025. We've got a stack of fascinating sources to dig through, packed with surprising facts, actionable insights. Trust me, you're going to come away with a much clearer, more nuanced picture of what's genuinely possible right now. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, it's really compelling when you observe how these emerging opportunities, they aren't just fleeting fads, Instead, they really reflect broader, deeply entrenched economic and technological shifts. Shifts that have been gaining significant momentum for years now. The whole online income landscape, it's matured dramatically. It's less about those speculative get-rich-quick schemes, definitely, and far more about sustainable, scalable shifts in how individuals work and generate wealth, often leveraging technological advancements that, would have seemed like science fiction maybe just a decade ago. Understanding these underlying currents, that's really key to truly seizing these chances.
Exactly. And that's precisely what we want to do for you today. Our goal for you, the listener, is to gain a really clear, comprehensive understanding of these diverse pathways. We want to empower you, help you identify which avenues might genuinely resonate with your existing skills, maybe your interests, or even your deep-seated passions. And crucially, we're not just going to list them off. We're going to break down the core mechanics behind each one. We'll provide the practical steps, the insights, so you grasp not just what it is, but how it works and why it's relevant now, and importantly, what it actually takes to succeed. Consider this deep dive your sort of strategic blueprint, a shortcut to being exceptionally well informed about the very latest in online income generation. All right, let's kick things off with something many of you might already be familiar with, but with a brand new cutting-edge twist for 2025. Let's talk about the rise of AI-powered freelancing. Now, freelancing itself, working for yourself, project by project, that's been a foundational pillar of the online economy for years, right? But what our sources are strongly highlighting is that it's currently undergoing this profound evolution. It's no longer simply about offering your raw skills. It's about how you strategically augment those skills with the incredible capabilities of, artificial intelligence.
Indeed. The fundamental shift here is that freelancing isn't solely about your individual human output anymore. Not really. It's about how efficiently, how effectively, and crucially, how creatively you can deliver that output. What's profoundly interesting from our research is how these advanced AI tools, we're talking platforms like ChatGPT for text, Midjourney for visuals, various sophisticated automation platforms for workflows, how they're fundamentally transforming, every facet of project delivery. They make tasks not just faster, more efficient,
Right.
but often capable of producing a higher volume, maybe a greater diversity, or even sometimes a superior quality of work than a human could achieve alone. Or at least not in the same time frame.
So it's about becoming a sort of augmented freelancer maybe, or a super freelancer then, leveraging these tools not just to do the work, but to think bigger, maybe brainstorm faster, amplify your inherent capabilities. Where does that leave the traditional freelancer, the one not using these tools?
That's a sharp question. And it's really the crux of this evolution. It raises that important question. How does leveraging AI tools truly enhance a freelancer's competitive edge, especially in the market that's only getting more competitive? Our sources are clear on this. Businesses are increasingly seeking individuals who can master the synergy between their intrinsic human creativity, their nuanced understanding, and the incredible speed and analytical power these AI tools offer.
Okay, so synergy is the key word.
Exactly. Consider a copywriter. They might use ChatGPT to generate, say, dozens of headline variations in seconds. Then they use their human judgment, their experience, to select and refine the most compelling ones. Or think of a graphic designer using Midjourney to explore countless visual concepts almost instantly. That saves hours on initial ideation. This isn't about AI replacing the freelancer, not at all. It's about AI elevating the freelancer to a new tier of productivity and creative output. The demand is shifting. It's no longer just for a copywriter. It's for a proficient AI-powered copywriter.
Okay. The proficiency with the tool becomes part of the skill set.
Precisely. And this can lead to completing projects in a fraction of the time. which allows freelancers to take on more clients, maybe deliver higher quality for existing ones, and ultimately increase their earning potential significantly. Our sources specifically point to skills like AI-assisted long-form content creation, leveraging AI for data-driven graphic design, and using automation in social media management. Think smart content curation or hyper-personalized scheduling that's, smarter than ever before.
That distinction really crystallizes it. It really does. And it sounds like the barrier to entry, at least in terms of initial investment, is surprisingly low, which is a massive advantage for someone just starting out. Our sources even mentioned that you can genuinely start with zero investment, just your skills and a laptop. That's incredibly empowering. It sort of democratizes access to these potentially high earning opportunities. It truly transforms the idea of being a digital nomad or even just working efficiently from home to a whole new level of possibility. It feels like the immediate tangible benefit of this newfound efficiency. It's the potential for much greater content output, right? Which naturally guides us into our next significant income pathway. So we've just discussed how AI can help freelancers create content more efficiently. Great stuff. Now let's dive into the absolute explosion of content creation itself and the monetization that comes with it. You've seen it everywhere. YouTube, TikTok, podcasting platforms. I mean, they're huge. These aren't just popular, they're booming ecosystems, offering truly significant monetization opportunities for creators across the globe.
That's precisely right. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the creator economy isn't just maturing, it's diversifying at an incredible pace. It's offering income streams far beyond just traditional advertising now. Our sources underscore the exceptionally high demand for both short-form content, that quick, hyper-engaging videos dominating TikTok, Instagram Reels.
Yeah, impossible to avoid.
Exactly. And also the resurgence of long-form podcasts, much like this deep dive you're listening to now. These allow for that nuanced, in-depth exploration of niche topics. The true power of this boom, though, lies in the varied monetization methods available. It's not just one thing. Creators are earning not only through ad revenue where platforms share a slice of the ad dollars from their content, but also and increasingly through direct sponsorships. Brands are eager to reach specific, engaged audiences.
Right, that direct brand relationship seems much more prominent now.
It is. And beyond that, there's direct fan support. Think platforms like Patreon, YouTube channel memberships, or even direct merchandise sales. This allows devoted followers to directly fund their favorite creators. It fosters a much more sustainable kind of community-driven relationship.
It's a powerful ecosystem, isn't it? Almost symbiotic. And it truly spans the entire creative spectrum, too, from someone sharing a deeply personal story to an expert disseminating complex knowledge, to entertainers just making people laugh or think. Our sources strongly emphasize that really, any of these approaches can find success, provided there's a unique voice and consistent value. It genuinely compels you to pause and consider, what story, knowledge, or entertainment you might possess. That could very well be your golden ticket, as they put it. What's particularly interesting is how these platforms are continuously innovating. They keep giving creators more sophisticated tools, more diverse ways to earn, which only further fuels this burgeoning demand. It's like a self-reinforcing virtuous cycle.
Indeed. The market consistently rewards authenticity, consistency, and a deep understanding of one's audience, whether it's a daily vlog detailing a unique lifestyle or a weekly podcast dissecting a very specific hobby, like, say, artisanal cheese making.
Chuckles, okay.
Or highly viral short videos showcasing quick life hacks. The key is finding your unique voice and, crucially, building that loyal community around it. Our deep dive specifically encourages you to reflect on your own lives and skill sets. Do you have a unique perspective on historical events? Are you a seasoned chef who can teach quick, healthy recipes, maybe with a twist? Is your life itself an entertaining narrative that resonates with others? All of these can potentially be transformed into compelling content. And the amazing part is the technology to create and distribute this content. It's now more accessible and intuitive than ever before.
Yeah.
It dramatically lowers the barrier to entry for aspiring creators. One surprising insight from our sources, actually, is that the most successful creators in 2025 are mastering micro-communities.
Or micro-communities, how so?
They're leveraging analytics and direct engagement to truly understand and serve hyper-niche audiences, turning casual viewers into passionate long-term patrons. It's not just about reach anymore, it's about the depth of that connection.
Depth over breadth. Got it. Absolutely. Yeah. And as you mentioned, this is all about creating content, putting it out there, drawing an audience. But what if your interest leans more towards, say, selling physical products, but without the headache of inventory? That brings us seamlessly to our next path, remote e-commerce, specifically what our sources call dropshipping 2.0. Now, for a while, dropshipping gained a somewhat, let's say, mixed reputation, sometimes associated with low-quality products or frustratingly slow shipping times. We've all heard stories. But our sources are unequivocally clear. It hasn't died, it's just evolved into a much more sophisticated and, frankly, viable model.
It's truly fascinating to observe how technology keeps refining and revitalizing these established business models, making them more viable, more sophisticated for a new era. Dropshipping 2.0 is a prime example. The core principle, it remains the same. You, as the online store owner, don't hold any physical inventory.
Right, no warehouse needed.
Exactly. When a customer places an order on your website, you then purchase the item from a third-party supplier and they ship it directly to the customer. However, the game has profoundly changed, especially with the advent of AI-driven product research.
Ah, AI again. It seems to be everywhere.
It really is becoming integral. This means leveraging artificial intelligence to analyze colossal amounts of market data, to identify emerging trends, pinpoint specific consumer demands, even predict shifts in competitor pricing. This allows you to identify products that are not just popular now, but are likely to sell well in the near future before you commit significant time or money. It's about deeply data-driven decision-making. Takes a lot of the historical guesswork and the risk out of the equation.
That sounds huge.
It is. Our sources found that AI-driven product research can reduce initial inventory risk by up to 40% compared to traditional methods, by predicting consumer demand shifts sometimes 3 to 6 months in advance. It's not just about what's hot now, but what will be hot.
So instead of just guessing what might be popular or relying on intuition alone, you now have these incredibly powerful tools telling you what people are actively searching for, what they're willing to buy, and maybe even when they'll want it. That sounds like a monumental game changer for entrepreneurs looking to significantly reduce their upfront risk.
Precisely. And alongside that crucial development, our sources highlight significant improvements in faster shipping methods. This directly addresses one of the biggest pain points, the biggest complaints about earlier drop shipping models. Remember those month-long waits?
Oh yeah, definitely a turnoff.
Well, with more efficient global logistics networks, the rise of regional fulfillment centers and advanced third-party logistics providers, 3PLs, products can now reach customers much more quickly, leading to significantly higher customer satisfaction, fewer returns, and crucially, more repeat business. The trend also leans heavily now into niche products, personalized items, and eco-friendly brands.
Right, specialization seems key.
It is. It marks a clear shift away from generic, mass-market goods towards more specific, value-driven offerings. Consumers today, they're increasingly willing to pay a premium for something unique or ethically sourced or tailored specifically to them, which provides ample opportunity for specialization and naturally higher profit margins.
So in essence, it's about intelligently identifying what people genuinely want and then efficiently delivering it, all without the massive headaches and capital outlay associated with traditional inventory management. Our sources consistently frame this as a truly robust opportunity for those with that keen entrepreneurial spirit. To build a successful, scalable online store, you're leveraging technology to minimize risk and maximize reach and efficiency. It really is a much smarter, more agile way to approach e-commerce in 2025. Okay, building on that compelling idea of selling products without holding inventory, let's explore print-on-demand businesses. Now, if you're someone who loves design, maybe has a knack for quirky ideas, or simply enjoys creating unique visual concepts, this could genuinely be a perfect fit. It allows you to sell custom products, think of t-shirts, coffee mugs, posters, without ever having to physically touch an item or manage a sprawling warehouse.
Yeah, and this raises an important question, doesn't it? How does print-on-demand really democratize access to product creation? Not just for artists and designers, but maybe even for those without formal design training. The mechanics are remarkably straightforward, and that's precisely its strength. You create a design. It could be a witty slogan, a beautiful illustration, a striking pattern, even a piece of digital art.
Okay.
Then, you simply upload this design to a print-on-demand platform. Our sources confirm major players like Printify, Redbubble, Teespring are key here. These platforms then handle everything else, the actual printing of your design onto a chosen product apparel, home goods, stationery, whatever. Crucially, they also manage the entire fulfillment process. Packaging, shipping directly to your customer. You never deal with the physical product yourself.
Wow. So as the creator, you literally just focus on the creative part. the initial design. And the platform handles all the heavy lifting, production, inventory, fulfillment. That genuinely sounds like a dream for creatives. It allows them to scale their artistic output into an actual business.
It absolutely is. You completely bypass the need to invest in expensive printing equipment. You don't worry about minimum order quantities or figuring out complex international logistics. Your primary roles become purely creative and marketing, getting your design seen. What's more, our sources also extensively reinforce the increasingly vital role of AI tools in this space too.
AI in design generation now.
Yes, they note that AI can powerfully help to generate designs, acting as a creative assistant or maybe an ideation engine. This is a fascinating integration. It allows designers to potentially scale their output exponentially, explore far more variations in less time, or even spark inspiration for entirely new concepts much faster. Imagine using AI to quickly generate different font styles for a phrase, or create unique patterns based on just a few input keywords, maybe even tailored to specific trends detected by AI analysis.
That's incredible.
It makes scaling your online store easier than ever. You could potentially churn out more unique, market-relevant products with significantly less manual effort.
That's truly brilliant. It really highlights the immense appeal of combining pure creativity with a completely hands-off fulfillment model. You create the intellectual property, the unique design, and someone else handles the manufacturing and distribution headaches. It effectively turns a passion for design into a potentially robust passive income stream, which naturally leads us from selling your own designs to selling perhaps your most valuable asset, your knowledge. Our fifth path is one that speaks directly to the inherent value residing within each and every one of us: online teaching and coaching. Everyone possesses some form of knowledge, right? Unique expertise or a deeply honed skill. What our sources universally emphasize is that this knowledge is incredibly valuable. People are actively, enthusiastically seeking it out in ever-growing numbers.
Precisely. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, the demand for personalized learning, specialized skill acquisition, expert guidance, it continues to rise globally at an unprecedented rate. The internet hasn't just shattered geographical barriers, it's also dismantled those traditional educational gatekeepers, meaning your unique knowledge can now reach anyone, anywhere, at any time. Our sources comprehensively outline the astonishing breadth of teachable subjects. It's not just confined to traditional academic stuff.
Right.
We're talking everything from language lessons to cutting-edge coding boot camps, highly specialized fitness coaching, or even intricate mindset training and emotional intelligence development.
Okay.
If you're a skilled yoga instructor, a seasoned software engineer, a certified financial advisor, or simply someone who has mastered a particular habit, like, say, decluttering effectively, there is an eager and growing audience ready and willing to learn from you.
And the platforms available to facilitate this have become incredibly robust and user-friendly now, haven't they? Our sources frequently mention powerful tools like Zoom for live interactive sessions, and then dedicated course-building platforms like Teachable, Skillshare, Thinkific for structuring those comprehensive, self-paced courses.
Exactly. These platforms provide the complete infrastructure, from hosting your video lessons, managing student enrollment, processing secure payments, to even facilitating student discussions and quizzes. They handle the tech side. And this brings us to a crucial aspect that makes this path so appealing: the significant passive income potential.
Ah, the magic words, passive income.
Chuckles. Indeed. The profound beauty of online courses is that you essentially build a course once and earn every time someone enrolls, potentially for years to come. You invest your time and expertise upfront to create the high-quality content, the video lectures, downloadable exercises, supplementary readings, quizzes, and once it's complete and published, it can be sold indefinitely without requiring your direct active involvement in each transaction.
That's powerful.
Imagine waking up to notifications that someone across the world just purchased your course while you were sound asleep. It's an incredibly powerful model for leveraging your intellectual capital repeatedly and scalably. It really democratizes access to expertise.
That's truly inspiring. It really encourages you, the listener, to take a moment and deeply consider what unique knowledge or skill you possess that others would genuinely pay to learn. It could be anything, really, from how to perfectly bake artisanal sourdough bread to mastering a specific complex software program, or even how to cultivate resilience in the face of adversity. The internet provides the perfect, scalable bridge between your expertise and those eager to acquire it. It's about packaging your intellectual capital into an accessible, valuable product. Okay, now let's pivot slightly. Let's go to a path that's been around for ages, a true stalwart of online income, but one that has also evolved significantly for 2025. I'm talking about affiliate marketing. Our sources consistently describe this as one of the oldest but most reliable online income streams. At its core, it's essentially earning commissions by promoting products or services from other businesses. Pretty straightforward concept.
Yeah, but what's genuinely fascinating here is how trust and authenticity haven't just remained paramount, but have become even more critical, even as the underlying technology driving affiliate marketing gets more sophisticated. In 2025, affiliate marketing has become significantly smarter with niche-specific audiences. And it's heavily empowered by AI-driven tracking and optimization. There's that AI again.
So it's not just throwing links out there anymore.
Not if you want to be successful, no. Instead of broadly promoting anything and everything, successful affiliate marketers laser focus on a very specific group of people with defined interests, defined pain points. For instance, if you run a blog entirely dedicated to sustainable zero-waste living,
Okay.
you wouldn't promote fast fashion, right? You'd curate and recommend eco-friendly blenders, reusable containers, ethical clothing brands, things that genuinely resonate with your audience's values. AI-driven tracking then provides incredibly precise data on clicks, conversions, customer journeys, commissions, allowing marketers to optimize their strategies in real time for maximum effectiveness, identifying what content drives sales and what doesn't.
So it's less about the sheer quantity of recommendations and far more about the quality, the relevance, and ultimately the trustworthiness of those recommendations, meticulously targeted to the right people.
Precisely. The core mechanism remains elegantly simple, though. You simply recommend products or services you genuinely trust and believe in. That trust part is key. Share your unique affiliate links through your content, blog post, YouTube review, social media update, whatever blank, and earn a commission whenever someone makes a purchase through your unique link. This element of trust is absolutely foundational. If your audience trusts your judgment and recommendations, they're far more likely to click and buy. And in return, you receive a percentage of that sale from the company. It's a true win-win-win scenario, really. The company gets a sale, the customer finds the product they need via a trusted source, and you, the affiliate, earn a commission for intelligently connecting them. It's about leveraging your existing influence or the authority you've diligently built in a particular niche to facilitate value for everyone involved.
That's a critical point. It positions affiliate marketing as a powerful way to leverage existing influence or even content you're already creating, without the significant overhead and complexities of developing, manufacturing, or even stocking your own products. It's about being a trusted connector, a curator of quality. This flows beautifully into our next pathway: actually creating and selling your own purely digital assets. All right, let's talk about selling digital products. Our sources say this is a truly immense and rapidly expanding market in 2025, and for incredibly compelling reasons. It offers uniquely high profit margins and tremendous passive income potential. We're talking about assets that exist purely in the digital realm. Once created, they can be sold, theoretically, infinitely.
Yeah, and this raises an important question. How does the inherent scalability of digital products make them such an attractive income stream? Especially for creators and entrepreneurs. The beauty of this model, as our sources so aptly describe it, is that you create once and it sells forever, more or less. Unlike a physical product that requires continuous manufacturing, packaging, shipping, inventory management.
All that hassle.
Exactly. A digital product is created just one time. After that initial effort, every subsequent sale is virtually pure profit, because there are no recurring costs associated with producing each new unit. The distribution is instant and global.
So no raw materials, no shipping fees, no storage space needed, no returns to manage, physically anyway. Just the creative effort up front and then infinite potential sales and, wow, pure profit margins. That's an incredibly appealing proposition for anyone looking to build a truly scalable business.
Absolutely. Think about the specific high-demand examples our sources provide. Things like ebooks on niche topics, templates for various software, think Notion or Canva templates, photography presets, digital online planners, or even comprehensive digital art packs.
Like things people use digitally all the time.
Exactly. An ebook on a very specific underserved topic, once meticulously written and designed, can be downloaded by thousands of people across continents. A professionally designed resume template can be sold repeatedly to job seekers. A pack of unique photo filters or video effects, downloaded by countless aspiring photographers and videographers. Our sources paint this compelling, very real picture. Imagine making money while you sleep because someone across the world just bought your PDF guide or a valuable design template.
That is the dream, isn't it?
It's the quintessential passive income dream for many. Because once the product is live on a platform, maybe your own website or Etsy, and it's discoverable, it can generate revenue 24/7. Without your direct, moment-to-moment involvement in each individual transaction, this frees up your time to create more products maybe, or simply live your life.
That's a powerful and very achievable vision. It truly inspires you, the listener, to take a deeper look inward. Consider what unique digital knowledge or created assets you possess that could be packaged and sold. Do you have a highly organized system for managing your life? Could that be turned into an online planner? Are you a graphic designer with a distinctive style? Could you sell custom social media templates? The possibilities here are really only limited by your imagination and, of course, your expertise in a particular area. And speaking of digital art and design, that leads us directly to our next pathway: licensing visual content you create. Okay, for those of you who love photography or videography, maybe you spend your weekends capturing stunning landscapes or your evenings editing captivating short films. Our next pathway offers a concrete, tangible way to monetize those creative skills. We're talking about stock photography and video licensing. It's about turning your visual media, your unique images and clips into a continuous, often passive, income stream.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, the increasingly visual nature of online communication means there's this constant, insatiable need for fresh, diverse, high-quality media. Think about it. Every website redesign, every marketing campaign, every social media post, every video ad, they all require eye-catching images and dynamic video clips.
True, the demand seems endless.
It practically is. Our sources thoroughly explain the straightforward process. You simply upload your high-quality content to major stock media platforms. Industry leaders like Shutterstock, Adobe Stock, Pond5 come up frequently. These platforms act as sophisticated marketplaces. They connect your creative work with a vast global network of buyers. Buyers ranging from large corporations and ad agencies to small business owners, bloggers, independent creators. Everyone needs visuals.
And then you earn a commission or royalty whenever someone downloads it, is that right? So it's essentially like receiving royalties on your creative assets. Your work keeps generating income long after the initial effort.
Exactly. Each time a company, a blog writer, a graphic designer, a filmmaker, anyone licenses your photo or video for their project, you receive a commission. The driving force behind this sustained, growing demand is simple. More companies needing diverse digital assets than ever before. Across every conceivable industry, this translates directly into a higher demand for high-quality content. Content that is fresh, relevant, authentic, and diverse enough to cater to a global audience. A striking image capturing a new trend, maybe a professional video clip showcasing a particular emotion, or even a simple, well-composed background. It can be licensed thousands of times over, generating consistent income from a single piece of work. The beauty is that your asset can be sold multiple times without depreciating or requiring additional effort from you beyond the initial upload and keywording.
That's fantastic. It's a very practical and accessible path for creative individuals to genuinely turn their hobby or passion into a consistent, scalable income stream. You're basically building a portfolio of digital assets that can continually generate revenue without requiring constant active effort after the initial creation. It's a quintessential asset-based income model. Very appealing. And while we're talking about digital assets, let's transition from these tangible visual assets to something a bit more intangible, but equally digital: the world of digital investments. Okay, our ninth path. This one has certainly captured a lot of headlines, sparked intense debates, and for good reason. We're talking about investing in crypto and Web3 projects. Now, I want to acknowledge up front, our sources extensively note this is a more complex, inherently volatile area. And crucially, the market has matured significantly since the wild, speculative days of early Bitcoin. That's a very important distinction to make. It's not the Wild West it once was.
Absolutely. And what's genuinely fascinating here is that noticeable evolution. From purely speculative hype towards far more tangible, utility-driven applications within the Web3 space. While volatility certainly remains a factor, let's be clear about that 2025 presents different, arguably more sophisticated opportunities than those early gold rush days. Our sources specifically mention making money through staking.
Staking? Can you break that down simply?
Sure. To put it simply, staking involves holding and locking up your cryptocurrency in a wallet to support the operations and security of a blockchain network. In return for contributing to the network's stability, you earn rewards, often in the form of additional cryptocurrency. Think of it maybe like locking your funds in a decentralized savings account, but instead of banks, you're contributing to the network's security and processing power. and the interest you earn is your share of the network's transaction fees, or perhaps newly minted tokens. These rates can be significantly higher than traditional savings accounts, but importantly, they come with commensurately higher risk.
Okay, so it's a way to earn passively from your crypto holdings, effectively putting your assets to work, provided you're comfortable with the tech and the risks. It's not just about buying low and selling high anymore.
Precisely, that's one avenue. Additionally, the sources extensively point to NFTs tied to real-world assets.
NFTs linked to physical stuff. How does that work?
Yeah, this is a profound evolution from the purely speculative digital art NFTs we saw a few years ago. Now, NFTs can represent fractional ownership of physical items, real estate, luxury goods, even intellectual property. Imagine owning a digital token that proves your share in a rare piece of art, or vintage car, or a fractional interest in a commercial building. Essentially, it's a unique, verifiable digital certificate of authenticity and ownership stored on a public blockchain, seamlessly bridging the digital and physical worlds in a legally verifiable way.
Interesting. Right.
And then there's investing directly in blockchain-based projects themselves. These are decentralized applications, or dApps, or entire platforms, meaning they run on a network of computers, not a single central server. Makes them highly resilient, transparent, and they aim to solve real-world problems using blockchain technology. Things like making global supply chains transparent, enabling peer-to-peer lending without traditional banks, or even creating new forms of digital identity.
It certainly sounds like there's a significant shift from just buy low, sell high speculation to more functional, utility-driven, and even asset-backed investments within the space. But with that comes, I imagine, a greater need for due diligence, more homework required.
Absolutely, yes. However, and this is crucial, our sources emphatically address the very real risks involved. This is not a path for the faint of heart or for those unwilling to do comprehensive homework. Let's be very clear. It emphasizes the absolute necessity of rigorous research for this potentially highly rewarding path. The market can still be incredibly volatile, susceptible to rapid price swings. Understanding the underlying technology, meticulously reading a project's white paper, scrutinizing the team behind it, assessing the genuine utility and market adoption, it's absolutely paramount.
Right.
It requires a much deeper level of due diligence and understanding of risk management compared to some of the other more straightforward paths we've discussed. But for the well-informed, patient, and risk-aware investor, it can indeed yield significant, perhaps even transformative returns.
Okay, so a path requiring higher caution, specialized knowledge, greater risk tolerance, but with significant potential returns for those prepared to put in the analytical work. Understood. Now, from high-risk, high-reward investment, let's transition to something that's become incredibly stable, increasingly common, and for many, a deeply appealing alternative to traditional office work, securing remote employment with global companies. Finally, we arrive at what our sources confidently describe as the classic but continually growing trend remote work. While it might not have the maybe flashy allure of NFTs or dropshipping, it is an increasingly common, profoundly stable, and highly accessible path to online income, often providing a traditional salary with all the associated benefits.
Yeah, and this raises an important question. How does this rapid expansion of remote work contribute to global economic inclusivity and talent mobility on an unprecedented scale? The scope and accessibility of remote work have truly exploded in recent years. Our sources unequivocally highlight that more companies are hiring global talent than ever before, transcending geographical boundaries completely. The pandemic undoubtedly served as a massive accelerator for this trend, didn't it? It decisively proved to countless organizations that productive, high-quality work doesn't need to be rigidly tied to a physical office location. This fundamental shift has opened up a world of opportunities for individuals, regardless of their physical location or their local job market conditions.
So hypothetically, you could be living in a smaller town, maybe with a significantly lower cost of living, but still be earning a salary comparable to what someone in a major expensive city like New York or London would make for the same role. That's truly transformative for individual finances and quality of life.
Precisely. It creates incredible financial flexibility for individuals. And simultaneously, it unlocks vast, diverse talent pools for companies that might otherwise be limited by local recruitment constraints.
Yeah.
It's a win-win. Our sources provide excellent, extensive examples of roles that are now frequently available remotely. Things like customer support, project management, digital marketing, software development, data analysis, graphic design, even executive assistant positions.
So core business functions, essentially.
Exactly. These are often skills that are universally needed across industries and can be performed effectively from anywhere with a stable internet connection and the right tools.
And finding these legitimate, high-paying remote jobs seems easier than ever now, with dedicated platforms. Our sources specifically mention well-established websites like Upwork for freelancing contracts, Flex Jobs for curated remote listings, and of course, LinkedIn, which has become just a massive hub for global remote opportunities.
Yes, exactly. These platforms have evolved into central hubs for connecting remote workers with global opportunities. They streamline the application process, they provide tools for secure communication, facilitate global payments, and often offer insights into company cultures too. The ultimate tangible benefit, as our sources consistently point out, is that profound ability to land remote jobs that pay competitively, often in stronger currencies like dollars or euros, regardless of where you live. This offers not just significant financial stability, but also unprecedented freedom in terms of lifestyle choices, geographic location, even personal time management. It's a powerful validation of this enduring and, frankly, accelerating shift towards a more distributed, globally connected workforce.
So there you have it, 10 powerful, diverse, and genuinely actionable ways to make money online in 2025. Wow. We've journeyed through, well, everything from the cutting edge of AI-powered freelancing and the booming creator economy to the refined world of remote e-commerce and creative print-on-demand businesses. We've explored monetizing your unique knowledge through online teaching and coaching, leveraging influence with smart affiliate marketing, and diving into that incredible passive income potential of selling your own digital products. We even touched upon turning visual hobbies into income through stock licensing, and consciously but insightfully navigated the evolving, complex landscape of crypto and Web3. And finally, we landed on the increasingly stable, accessible, and life-changing path of traditional remote work with global companies. So what does this all mean? For you, the listener, what's the takeaway?
Yeah, if we truly connect this to the bigger picture, what emerges is a clear understanding that true and sustainable success online, it rarely comes from a single isolated skill. Instead, it seems to flourish from a blend of skill mastery, unwavering persistence, and crucially, an innate openness to continuous innovation and adaptation.
Adaptability seems key.
Absolutely. The key, as our sources perfectly synthesize, is choosing something that genuinely matches your passion, committing to it with consistent effort, and actively adapting as the internet relentlessly keeps evolving. The digital world is fundamentally dynamic, isn't it? Constantly presenting new tools, new platforms, new opportunities. Therefore, continuous learning, embracing new technologies, and a willingness to pivot, they aren't just beneficial, they are absolutely crucial. Crucial for navigating and thriving in this ever-changing landscape. It's about recognizing that your journey online isn't a static destination. It's a continuous process of growth, learning, and strategic adjustment.
That's a profound thought to leave you with, and it brings us back directly to you, the listener. As the lines between what constitutes work, how we leverage technology, and what fuels our personal passion continue to beautifully blur. What existing skill do you have right now? Perhaps one you even take for granted that could be reimagined and strategically applied to one of these evolving online pathways we've discussed today. Think about it, your passion, amplified by these tools and opportunities. It might just be your golden ticket to a new kind of freedom and fulfillment. Thanks for deep diving with us today.